Hey guys, welcome back to Green Tea Guns, and today we're going to be looking at the P90. So the P90 is a very popular platform for an SMG. This is popular in video games, movies, and even in real life it's used by a lot of military forces, or it at least was, to my knowledge. I'm not sure about now, but this was made in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. Future me edit the actual date in. This was a very unique firearm whenever it came out. As you can see, this is very futuristic in its style for especially the time that it came out, and a lot of people, you know, thought this looked weird, but it was made for a specific purpose, more of a PDW, a personal defense weapon, and it definitely serves that role perfectly because it's very compact. You know, you can keep it to your body really easily. So now that we have a little background information on the P90, go ahead and, you know, do the classic tip to butt looking over this thing really quickly. Obviously, we have our federally mandated orange tip on the end. It looks cool, nothing too special about it. Moving to the side, we have our faux charging handle here, which on the actual one actually charged the weapon, but I'm glad they put that in there. You know, it's fun to mess around with. Moving up, we have a couple Picatinny rails. We have some on both sides, so if you want to put like a laser flashlight or something, you can. Then we have a top one for mounting any optics you want to, and it actually has front iron sights built in to this Picatinny rail. So back here is the rear iron sight, and then up there is the front iron sight. Going down, we have our built-in foregrip, which is actually super comfortable. It looks super weird, like that futuristic alien style, but it is so comfortable to be able to use this. It's really nice. So down here we have our safety. Right now it is on safe. One is for just single shot, semi-automatic, and then A is for full auto. Now this does have a pretty good rate of fire for an airsoft gun, so that is yet another bonus. Just so many positives about this. The trigger itself is pretty blocky, as you can see, but it's not bad. Really responsive for what it is. And this thing is very loud, by the way. So moving down to the grip of this gun, it is a little weird. Like it takes a lot of getting used to. It's very curved and like angular. It's hard to get used to it. Like, it's so hard for me to describe it, but it's just, it kind of reminds me of traditional rifles where the stock is all one piece. I'll put up a picture so you guys can understand what I'm trying to tell you, but it doesn't feel bad. It's actually really comfortable to use. So also under here, I forgot to mention, if you pull this little part back, it's kind of hard to do, but this is under the grip. Under here, that is your hop-up system under there. It's a little rotary system. Kind of hard to see, but you can spin that back and forth, and you can change your hop-up with that. So moving up, we have our magazine, which is a 50 rounder in real life, and this one in airsoft is also a 50 rounder, and it has these fake rounds in there, which is kind of cool. And then you also have your mag releases right here, which is pretty much the same button, but there's two separate parts to it on either side. So, and you want to press both of those back so you can fully unload the magazine. Taking the magazine out of this gun definitely takes a lot of getting used to, but after you know, mess around with it a couple times, just reloading it and unloading it, kind of get used to it. It's not that bad. Taking the magazine out, you unveil the take apart button. So you press that button down, and then you pull up on that part. That is how you take apart your P90. So you can take this apart, whether you need to clean the barrel, maybe fix something, you know, you can do that. And it's really simple. And then all you need to do is just line everything up. Press that button down again, push back into place, and you're good. And here we have the FN logo, which, as it says, licensed by FN Herstal. This is made by CYBERGUN, but it is licensed by FN Herstal, so they can make these models and have the official logos on there. So another cool detail. And back here is just the stock really not much to it. Pretty simple. It's actually pretty comfortable of a cheek weld right there. Even though there's not much padding, it's still pretty comfortable. And there's a sling hole right here, so if you want to throw a sling through there, I don't know what would fit through there, but if you're determined, you can find something. And then back here on the butt of the stock, there's a button at the bottom. You want to press that in and push this butt plate down, and that's how you get to the battery. The battery that they recommend on e-bike is a 9.6 volt, the Tamiya connector. So if you have any Tamiya chargers, this should hopefully work. Just always make sure you're watching your airsoft batteries so they don't catch on fire, because that did happen to one of my friends. So just be careful with your airsoft batteries. So that's pretty much it for the FN P90 in airsoft form. It's a pretty cool little SMG PDW type thing. Very compact. I actually got this as a gift from one of my friends. Probably one of the best gifts I got. This is just so unexpected, and this is a quality gift. Like, this thing is held up for at least a year now and hasn't had any problems. So it's definitely really cool, and I would recommend it to you guys. But before we get into the, final thoughts of this segment, let's go ahead and show you the firing. All right, guys, so we've got the P90 here with a fresh battery in it, and we got a 50 round mag right here, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot those cans. Now it's time for some full auto. So as you can see, this thing's packing a lot of power. I'm pretty sure it's about 400 feet per second on this thing for a AEG. That's really good. And just high rate of fire, even just semi-auto, it seems to just be really snappy, and you can get a lot of quick shots off. So that is very good. So my overall thoughts and opinions is that this is just a perfect airsoft gun if you want to get into the hobby. It's pretty cheap. I think my friend picked this up for about 150 bucks. Now, it didn't come with the battery or charger, but you can pick that up for about 30 bucks combined, and then any extra magazines, that's going to be extra. But just to start off with, you can get the whole package for less than $200, I think. So that is definitely a bonus, and it's really strong, high energy output, and really quick rate of fire. So that's definitely good, and it's compact too, not super heavy. That's going to be everything for this video. I hope you guys have a nice day.